Welcome to the An English Coffee Office. Today is Tuesday, September 30, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Hey Alex, good morning. Grabbed your usual black coffee?
Morning, David. Yeah, thanks. It's the only thing that gets me through these early starts.
Tell me about it. Another hectic morning ahead with back-to-back calls. Anyway, did you catch the news this week? That speech from the Chinese premier got me thinking about our sales targets.
Oh, yeah. Li Qiang's talk at the UN. He really pushed back against tariffs and all that unilateral stuff. Makes you wonder how it'll affect global trade deals?
Exactly. If they're rejecting tariffs like that, it could open up more opportunities for us in Asia. But to be honest, it keeps things unpredictable for sales reps like me.
True. We project managers have to factor that into timelines now. You know, staying in the loop on international economics is key these days.
Totally. I mean, Li Qiang was pretty firm about it, saying no to protectionism and calling for fair play in global markets. Our company sources some parts from there, right?
We do. If tariffs stay low or get negotiated down, it could cut costs on materials. But if tensions rise, supply chains might get disrupted again.
Yeah, remember last year when those trade spats delayed our shipments? Nearly cost us a big client. We can't afford that kind of holdup now.
No kidding. It's all about building in buffers for projects. Anyway, how's your week shaping up so far? Any big pitches lined up?
A couple. One with a potential partner in Shanghai. This news makes me optimistic, though. Maybe I can leverage it in the conversation.
Smart move. Use it to touch base on mutual benefits. By the way, speaking of business news, have you seen what's going on with Elon Musk and Tesla?
Oh man, that pay package proposal. They're talking about tying his compensation to massive growth targets. Could make him a trillionaire if Tesla hits those milestones.
I did read about it. The plan has 12 levels, starting with doubling the company value and going up to 8 times for the final payout. It's wild.
Isn't it? Imagine your salary linked to stock like that. For us, it's just commissions on deals, but for CEO, it's the whole company's fate.
Exactly. It aligns incentives, though. Musk has to deliver on AI, autonomy, and revenue to unlock it. Tesla's aiming for $400 billion in EBITDA eventually.
$400 billion? That's huge. Our sales goals feel tiny in comparison, but it could inspire more performance-based pay across tech firms.
Possibly. To be honest, it raises eyebrows on fairness. Shareholders vote on it, but does it widen the gap between execs and regular employees?
Good point. In our office, we'd riot if bonuses were that extreme. Although it might motivate the team to hustle more.
Hustle is right. Anyway, shifting topics a bit, I came across this article on generational differences in the workplace. It's fascinating how it's changing office dynamics.
The one from the Wall Street Journal? Yeah, it highlighted the values disconnect between boomers, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z.
Spot on. Younger generations prioritize flexibility, purpose, and work-life balance over climbing the corporate ladder the old way.
Totally. In sales, I see it with the new hires. They want remote options and quick feedback, not just long hours for a pat on the back.
We project managers notice it too. Gen Z pushes for inclusive teams and mental health days. It's forcing companies to adapt policies.
Adapt or lose talent, right? Last project, a millennial on my team suggested hybrid meetings to cut commute time. It actually boosted productivity.
See? That's the shift. Boomers might stick to 9 to 5, but now it's about results over presence. You know, calling it a day when the work's done?
Yeah? I remember my first boss, total workaholic. He'd be in the office till 8, expecting everyone else to follow.
Times have changed. This article said surveys show 60% of under 30s would switch jobs for better balance. It's a wake-up call.
60%? That's a lot. In our department, we've had a few jump ship for remote-friendly spots. Makes you think about retention strategies.
Definitely. As a project manager, I try to build in flexibility from the start. like asynchronous updates so people aren't glued to calls.
Smart. By the way, tying back to the China news, do you think generational views play into global trade talks? Younger leaders might push for fairer deals.
Interesting angle. Millennials in policy roles could focus more on sustainability and economics, not just profits.
Could be. Anyway, on the Tesla front, I bet Musk's package will get a lot of buzz in meetings. Trillionaire status, it's like a headline from the future.
It is. Actually, it might encourage innovation in pay structures here too. More equity for all levels, perhaps.
Hope so. Our bonuses could use a boost. Speaking of which, how's that big project wrapping up, hitting deadlines?
We're close. The team's on track, but coordinating across generations has its challenges. Older folks want detailed plans. Younger ones prefer quick chats.
I get that. In sales, I mix it up: emails for the vets, Slack for the newbies. Keeps everyone in the loop without overwhelming anyone.
Good approach. You know, these news stories really help us catch up on the bigger picture. Makes the daily grind feel connected to the world.
Absolutely. Beats just griping about the coffee machine breaking again, though. This one's acting up today, took forever to dispense.
Typical. Anyway, going deeper on the generational thing, the article mentioned how it affects mentorship. Reverse mentoring, where juniors teach tech to seniors.
Oh yeah, I've done that with email filters. The older rep was clueless about spam rules.
It's mutual. I learn from younger team members on tools like collaborative apps. Keeps projects efficient.
True. Now circling back to economics, Li Qiang's speech emphasized multilateral cooperation. If the U.S. responds positively, it could stabilize markets.
Fingers crossed. For our supply chain, stability means fewer headaches in budgeting.
No doubt. And with Tesla's bold moves, tech stocks might surge, benefiting our 401k plans.
Always thinking ahead. To be honest, these chats keep me motivated for the day.
Same here. All right, enough news. I need to prep for that call. Let's touch base after lunch on the quarterly report.
Sounds good. Have a great morning.
You too. See you around.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.